Hey guys, so this is a post for mainly the golfers that are on my Facebook friends. So I wanted to, as you know, I came here to see what the golf industry is like and what the golf instruction is like. And maybe while I'm here, teach a little bit of golf. But several things that I've observed since I've been here. Now there's about six ranges, golf ranges in Taipei City, and probably 25 to 30 ranges in total in Taiwan. Now, one of the things I've discovered, even though that I've been studying Chinese for 5 years, and I can get around the city fairly easily with my Chinese. Problem is that golf has its own specific language, just like in English, it has its own specific language. So I don't quite have that language right now, and that's okay, but I'm here a short time. But I just wanted to see how open it was. It's actually a pretty closed shop. The pros are pretty territorial about their teaching turf, and they don't want the new blood coming in and stealing their students, and I can understand that. But the ranges are pretty full right now. It's pretty sparse, but you have to reserve a spot, and it could take quite a while before you get a spot. You get a spot for 1 hour, and the ranges I have been to, I have had to stand in line and get on a list to be able to hit golf balls. So the balls are reasonable, about 100 balls for $7 to $10. So that's all. The balls aren't the highest of qualities, but they're good enough to see what the ball flight is, and the quality of golf's not bad. It's seen around town, and I haven't seen too many. If you go to any golf course, if you drive in with a Toyota Camry, it's like, what are you doing here? All the cars all the people that are playing golf here are fairly well-to-do. Green fees are $150, which even from an American standards is pretty high. That's with a caddy, and you always have to take a caddy. And considering that the average salary here is less than half of what it is in the United States, $150 a round is really expensive, and it's going to be only the wealthy that can afford to really play here. And when I say wealthy, you either have to budget for it, or you're doing pretty well here in the United States. And a lot of business is done on the course too. So it's wealthy friends and some business that is done. So the other thing that's important to know is if you're going to get a job here or do any kind of business, you have to have what Chinese call guanxi, which is relationships. Sure, you can have a really good resume, but if you have the relationships, you could really make inroads here. But that's like in the United States, but it's actually really important here in Taiwan, and I've heard it's the same way in China. So you have to have guanxi, relationships, and it's nurtured over time. So it's you can't develop guanxi in one meeting. It takes several meetings. You have to drink to be able and take people out all the time. Everything is done around food and eating. So if you have a meeting, it's always around food. So anyways, this is a nightly golf course. It's in the middle of the city. Every golf range is at least a double-decker that I've found, and you don't see that in the States. The only place I've seen it is in Monterey Park. There may be others, but space is so limited that you have to double-deck it, triple-deck it, and also the length of the ranges are 200, 225 at most, maybe 250. But you see, you may or may not be able to see there's nets not just going up the sides of the range, but also at the top to keep balls from flying out of the range into the streets. So it's a little bit different here. It's a little frustrating when you hit the ball. If you hit the ball high, you hit the upper net, so you're not going to see a complete ball flight. If you hit it long, you're going to hit the back of the range, so you really don't get a gauge of how far a ball goes. But that's, in a tight spot in Taiwan with limited land, that's what you're going to see. So anyways, just want to give you what it's like, what I've seen here in Taiwan regarding the golf courses here.